So people often underrate Swish because the hand movements, not knowing really, they get kind of apprehensive or not really afraid of the hand movements. And my goal tonight is to make sure that you guys get the concept of why we use Swish, when we use Swish, how we use Swish. So by getting that, then you won't have to worry about whether or not your hand movements are correct, because you know they will be, because you understand the pictures and what you're doing, and the new pattern, not the new pattern, but the new identity that you're putting in place. So and as you can see, that's me pre-showing, what those hand movements are, making sure that I do get that in the frame. So Swish pattern is useful for momentum towards compelling futures. This is for when someone no longer wants to have a behavior such as nail biting, scrolling on social media. Swish pattern allows your client to have choice. So instead of just doing it that one way, now they have choice. Rather than just change or remove behavior, it's opening it up to the possibilities. And man, oh man, when I tell you that I know this to be true, and I know this to work on the identity level, it was some time ago where I had Swish pattern done on me. And it was, I got tired of, or I no longer wanted to say to myself or feel tired. And it wasn't tired in the form of, oh, I need to rest. It was tired of, I'm tired of going to this job. I'm tired of dealing with this type of work when I know where I'm supposed to be. And so I'm tired. And I would find myself every day while I was driving to work, I would make it to this stoplight. And whether I was stopped at this stoplight or whether I was going to turn to, it was probably about maybe a minute, maybe 30 seconds away from the parking lot to my place of employment, I'd be like, man, I'm tired. And I'll be like, but wait a minute, but I slept good last night. Like, what is that? And I had to sit with that, like, what is that? And so by the use of this modality, that behavior, that identity of being tired, I was able to swish and have it shift where I was in a place of not being tired, but living my life on my terms. That was the new identity, is living my life on my terms. And so after doing this, it wasn't long before things just happened to fall into place where I was full-time in my business. Now, I want you guys to hear the difference there. I did not put anything in my future timeline or do any of these things of these other modalities, which is great. What I did was I had the identity change of me, this person showing up being tired, to this person showing up and living life on their own terms. And so that was the shift for me. And so understanding when you do shift, when you do swish, what's important is that you have a picture. And so I had the picture, the state that I did not want. I no longer wanted to be tired. I no longer wanted to show up to that stoplight and feel like, man, I'm tired. The exhaustion, the just not liking my life of where I was and having to show up to this job. And the picture was me at the stoplight, and I could see the businesses. And with that, and me, I could literally see myself taking a deep breath and saying the words, I'm tired. To then, the new state was me just living the life on my terms, showing up enthusiastic and ready to go and just full of joy. That's the state that the picture that the new state. And so again, this can something for today's purposes. We're going to use the example, and I feel a sneeze coming, so it may come and it may not. Is you may at night scroll social media, and you, instead of scrolling social media at night, you want to just be calm and be able to sleep like a baby. And so you can use Swish to help go from that behavior, the behavior of scrolling at night, getting all amped up and, super, lit up because you're on social media, versus being in that calm space, ready for bed and sleeping so calmly and so peacefully. So the person has a picture, they can see themselves scrolling, and then they understand where they want to go as far as being calm. Now that's a behavior change that, yes, you can use Swish pattern for. But let's take that to a step further up and use the same example of what would that look like up on an identity level. If the person wants to use this, let's say they every time they hear the ping of their email, they are quick to run to their phone, check their email, or maybe they're saying, I'm checking my email constantly throughout the day. And as a result, I'm missing quality time and precious moment with my children. So I don't want to be that anymore. Instead, I want to see myself as this engaged mother. So now they have a picture of the new state. And again, literally a picture, they can actually see it. I see myself running to my phone every time I hear the ping to check my email. And I see that, oh, my child was trying to have a conversation with me, and I cut the conversation off because I'm checking these emails, or they're talking to me after school, telling me these things, but I have my face in the screen checking the emails. So with that is something more on the identity level versus a behavior. So I wanted to give you guys the difference in that so you guys are able to see. Any questions before I keep going? Excellent. So here I'm going to briefly go over the Swish pattern script. I'm on 74, 75, page 76. Of course, number one is get agreement. Is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to make the change today and for you to be aware of it consciously? Then, let me make sure I'm not good with this chat. And then you get unwanted state behavior, the old state. So you'll ask your client, how do you know it's time to check your email? And they'll say, or when do you, or then you can ask, or when do you think of that? Do you have a picture? And so they're like, yes. Not only in this particular case, it's the ding, but it's the impulse, the feeling to grab the phone because they heard the ding. So now you know the trigger, you know what happens before this. And from there, when they say, yes, I have a picture, then you do step 3, you break state. Clear screen. Clear screen. And then we move on to step number 4, where you say you get the desired state. How would you like to feel instead? What kind of person do you want to be? When you think of that, do you have a picture? And then as this new person, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? And then we'll help them get into that mind, more vivid. And we want to make sure, now step into your body, looking through your own eyes. And we use the submodality, the visual part of the submodality, and we have them create that picture where does it look better to them if it's in black and white or if it's color, whether it's near or far, just making sure that it's in front of them, bright, just really painting that picture of what it looks like. keeping them associated. In this particular part, you can just ask if it's associated or dissociated. When we get to the next step, we're going to make sure that they are dissociated from this new state. But for now, we can just figure out where that is. Have them focus it or be defocused, make it changing or study, any of these different modalities where they're really able to bring up a picture like as if they were watching it on a movie screen. And then from there, you break state, clear the screen, and now you have them bring back that old picture. Now step into that picture so that you're fully associated, looking through your own eyes, and make it full screen. And then we're going to tell them, I'm sorry, let me go back up to step 7. I told you that we would dissociate them, but let me at least read it. So after you use the modality sheet, making it bright, making it a movie, making it, whether it needs to be fully bright, fully like in real picture, then you say, good, now step out of the picture so that your body is in the picture. That's where you clear state. And now you have them bring back the old state. Now step into the picture so that you're fully associated. This is the old state. Looking through your own eyes and make it full screen. Now you're going to explain to them what's about to happen. So now take the picture of the new state and put it in the lower left-hand corner of the lower left-hand corner, small and dark. When I say swish, bring the picture back and make it explode big, bright on the screen while the old picture rapidly shrinks and to a distant point and disappears. This can happen just as quickly as 1, 2, 3, swish. And are you ready? And then you say, okay, 1, 2, 3, swish, and you show them how it's done. Good. Open your eyes, close your eyes. Bring the old picture back and bring the new picture to the bottom corner, and then 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. And one thing with this, as you can see, I'm going fast. Bring up the old state. I talked them through the first time. Bring up the old state. Now, 1, 2, 3, swish. Break state, open your eyes, close your eyes. That's what we're doing. When we say open and close, we're using that to break state. Now, the reason why we don't want to do 1, 2, 3, swish, 1, 2, 3, swish, 1, 2, 3, swish, 1, 2, 3, swish, we don't want them to create a loop. And so we're saying, open your eyes, close your eyes. That's clearing the state. And even with your hands, 1, 2, 3, swish, I take my hands out of the frame. I don't know how to switch that over there. Here we go. I take my hands out of this frame because I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be going wonky, wonky, wonky. I want to do it and break, do it and break. So here's the old state, here's the new state. So if they have here's the old state, here's the new state, here's the old state, here's the new state. So they're taking that old state, new state. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. And so I'm always remembering to bring the old state back and then bring in a new state. Open your eyes, close your eyes, and that's where it is. And that's what we're doing. And so you'll repeat that about 12 or so times, again, using our visual acuity to making sure that the client is able to do such. And then, of course, once the shift has taken place, Now, how do you feel? We test it. How do you feel about this old state behavior? And how is it different now? They should not be able to even bring that old state up. And then you future pace it, go out into the future, which if it would have happened in the past, you would have had the old state done, that old behavior, and what happens instead. And so, again, this is a quick one, doesn't take long. You should be able to do this, I would say, in 10 minutes easily, 8 to 10 minutes, to be honest. So just, yeah. All right.
I have a couple questions.
Go for it.
For the switch, how many times are you supposed to do it? Because like you said, you do a 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3 swish. How many times do you do that with the old state and the new state?
I know some school of thoughts where they say at least do it between 5 to 8 times. In your book, let me bring up your script here. Yep. So yep, yours says just like mine, 12 times. Repeat 12. Oh, I'm sorry, I said, but I would say between 5 to 8 times.
Okay.
You repeat, open your eyes, close your eyes. So first you do step 11, which is letting them know, bring up the old state, bring up the new state, 1, 2, 3 swish. This is basically training them to know that old state, new state. And then and then open your eyes, close your eyes. Now, you can see sometimes the bewilderment in people's face. So you may want to say old state, new state, 1, 2, 3 swish, bring up the old state, new state, 1, 2, 3 swish. Oh, bring up the old state, new state, 1, 2, 3 swish. 1, 2, 3 swish. You may want to prep them a little bit further, but I said 5 to 8 times, and until you think energetically that shift has taken place. And where do you get those energetic cues? Through the visual acuity.
Okay.
Because at this point they're going to be like, it's going to be harder for them to bring up the old state because the new state is taking its place. The identity is there.
Okay.
And she's walking into the house, it looks like. So you have any more questions for me, Shamika? I think you're looking like you're gonna be ready to go first, girl.
No, Alexis could go first on this one. Oh, I did have another question. For the visual part, are we able to use the chart, the submodalities chart?
Yes, that's what I was referring to, yes. But in this one, you're not necessarily asking, you're not filling it out, more so you're using the submodalities to help them make the picture. And here's the thing, we don't need to over exaggerate this picture.
Okay.
We just get it just right, just good enough for them to be able to, you know, really visualize it, because this is where them, and then we want to make sure that we're using a something, the new state is general.
Okay.
I think about when we, let's say there's other things, but some people use this set, for lack of a better example, smoking cigarettes. And so they'll say, okay, well, when I and so they'll have they know that they no longer want to have the identity of being a smoker, but then they have a picture of where they're not taking smoke breaks at work. Well, what happens when they're at home and that smoke break is no longer there? That wasn't general enough. So having that picture is general enough where it's going to work whether they're at home or at work.
Okay.
All right, she then went on into the office. She done got that script out. Shamika, I hope you're ready for behavior change and some identity level change, because Alexis is here and she ready. She ready. She got her hand. She said she like old state up in new state down and 1, 2, 3 swish. She ready. She ready. 1, 2, 3 switch. She ready. However you want to do it. You can go here.
Okay, and this is the new state. The left is the new state, and the right is the old state.
Yes, I am. I don't know which hand I'm using, but for the camera purposes, this is the new state. I mean, the old state is here, and then down here in this corner is the new. So
Okay.
for me, it's easier for me to have my left hand up and me to switch with my right hand. But I don't know what you see. Is this your right or your left?
That's my right.
Okay. So yes. So this is, yeah, so, and this, so down here is this.
My left.
Okay, so I do have it in the right place. Okay, great. So yeah.
Okay.
If you're talking to us, we cannot hear you.
No, I was giving instruction to the children.
Okay, yeah, you did have that face. I was like, oh, she mean business. I was kidding, but she, oh, that was that mama tone. I got you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We heard you. We understand. We know what our orders are.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Not without my permission, she's not. Okay.
Right. Do you have any questions before you get started?
Generally, how would you start the session out? Like, I'm not going to like read them. Am I going to read them the overview? Like, you know, switch patterns are used for creating momentum toward a compelling future.
No, this, you would have already identified that this is a behavior or a state that they no longer want, and that they want to identify with this. So you work with women and you want them to be able to affirm themselves. And so maybe this woman comes to you and she's like, you know, I have a hard time even, you know, picturing myself as a powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just tired of it. It's holding me back.
Yeah.
I see myself. You want me to keep going, or you got it?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yep, I got it. So then, Sharmika, do you have anything that you would like to shift as far as how you view yourself, or how you view yourself doing something that's important to you? How's that?
Yeah. So because she brought up the example of social media, I feel like that's something that I do need to work on, is social media. So, but for me, it's more of choosing to be productive instead of scrolling on social media. So
that's a good one. Such a good one. Okay. When you think about the scrolling versus productivity, do you have a picture?
I do.
Okay. Let's get the unwanted picture or behavior. And wait a minute, am I reading the right script? No, I'm reading the overview. This is not the script. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're gonna backtrack here. 1 second. I'm reading off my instructions. That's not what I meant to do. Here's the script. Okay. All right. I was looking like, wait a minute, it's supposed to start out with an agreement. Okay, here we are. Is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to make this change today and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
All righty. So how do you know when it is time for you to be productive? Like, when do you think of that? When you think of that, do you have a picture?
Yes.
Okay. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Now, how would you feel? Okay, now think of that picture that is the productivity that you want to put in place of the scrolling. You got that picture?
Yes.
How would you like to feel instead or act instead? What kind of person do you want to be? And oh wait, I was supposed to say all that before I asked about the picture. Okay. So how would you like to feel? How would you like to act instead? What kind of a person do you want to be? And when you think of that, you have that picture. Now step into your body, looking through your own eyes. And when you see this picture, do you see this picture in black and white or color?
And do I close my eyes for this part, or?
It didn't tell me to tell you to close your eyes, but I'm thinking maybe I should. So let's have you close your eyes so you can step into your body and look through your own eyes.
And then do I explain how the picture looks to you, or do I just think about the picture?
So you're going to close your eyes, and based on how you want to look, how you want to act, or how you want to feel, how you want to act, what kind of person you want to be, you're going to bring that picture up.
Okay.
And then we're going to go through what that picture looks like. Okay. So just let me know when you have that picture.
Okay.
All righty. Now we're going to step into your body, and you're going to look through your own eyes and tell me, is that picture black and white, or is it in color?
Black and white.
Okay. Near or far?
Near.
Bright or dim?
Bright.
And where is it? Is it in front of you? Is it off to the side or above you? Where is it?
In the center, like right in front of me.
In the center? Okay. And is it big or is it small?
Big.
Associated, dissociated?
Associated.
Focused or unfocused or defocused?
Unfocused.
Is it changing or steady?
Steady.
Good. Framed or panoramic?
Framed.
And is it like a movie or is it still?
Like a movie.
All right, great. Good. All righty, now step out of the picture so that you see your body in the picture. Open your eyes. All right, close your eyes. Now, bring back the old picture. Now step into the picture so that you're fully associated. Look through your own eyes and make it fill the screen. Now that the picture of the new state, now take that picture of the new way that you want to feel and put it in the lower left-hand corner. Just make it small and dark. And when I say swish, bring up the picture and make it explode big and bright on the screen, while the old picture rapidly shrinks to a distant point and disappears. This can happen as quickly as 1, 2, 3, swish. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Bring up that old state. Bring up the new state in the corner. Ready? 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Now, how do you feel about that old state or that old behavior? Or, I'm sorry, I should be saying, how do you feel about scrolling on social media?
Like,
How is it
less,
different now?
it's less important. Not as, I don't place as much importance on it as I did before.
Good, 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 good. Now go out into the future. Close your eyes. Okay, no. Chavonne, do I have her close her eyes doing the future pace?
Nope.
No? Okay. So go into the future, which if it would have happened in the past, you would have been scrolling social media. But what happens instead?
I would be looking over my planner, seeing what I have to do and actually getting stuff done.
Awesome. That is phenomenal. Okay.
Yay! Forget swirling. She's into that productivity. Ooh, ooh,
Yes.
ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, lovely, lovely. I forgot I was on mute, but don't be afraid to go faster. Faster. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes, close your eyes, 1, 2, 3, swish. You can
Got you. So I can go real fast.
I was
Got
doing
you.
like go faster.
Yeah.
You probably thought I was like keep going, but
Yes.
just speed it up, go faster. Because again, we
Yeah.
want to explode it.
Uh-huh.
And that's great. And when you're doing the submodalities, you're not necessarily trying to peg whether it's bright or whether it's black or white, whether it's color. You want to help them make that picture just that much more vivid. So you're using modalities to say, okay, and if you were to bring that closer to you, how does that feel? Does that make it more real to you? Does that bring it into, not only are you, productive, you paint this picture, you don't need to soup it up, like be a hype woman like I like to be, but you do have them bring the picture and really make sure that this is your time where you get to check and make sure it's general enough to serve her, not only when she is at home and scrolling, but maybe she's at another function where she's scrolling, where it's an opportunity where she can connect and network and things of that nature.
Got it.
So I'm gonna shut up now. Go ahead. You got.
I just want to go through an example. So when I'm bringing up or I'm having them elicit the picture, would I say just kind of like make friendly suggestions of what could make the picture feel more real to them? Like I want you to make this picture big, bright, colorful, right in front of you, still. Yes. You know what I mean? Like yes, things like
exactly. That. And when you make it still, does that help you really get into this new state of your new identity, or is it more so that it needs to move?
Got you.
And then they'll say move. Okay, so as you're moving, like you're painting that, you're helping them paint this picture.
Got
you. Really want them to, hear, see, feel whatever this is in this new state. Like you want to make it vivid and really appetizing. So then when you take it and have them put it in that lower left-hand corner, they're going to even her face was like, oh, I don't want to let it go. Like she was into her productivity. Like she was like, yeah, that's where I want to be. Like forget this scrolling. It's holding me back. I want to be free of it. Like, and even
Right.
she was very towards motivated in even how she was answering your questions.
Hmm.
So that's beautiful. So
Yeah.
go
I
ahead.
actually do like the switch pattern. I like it a lot, actually. I probably listened to the NLP pre-study probably about 4 or 5 times,
Okay.
because I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is going to be life-changing when I implement this with the women that I plan to help shift their mindset.
Correct.
So
This
switch pattern is going to be a big one.
Yeah, this is different than anchoring. This is different than mapping across. This is at the identity level. Now you can still use it for behavior stuff, but this is really like, I want to go from, I want to run a marathon, in a year, this year, but I'm not a runner. And so I need to step into this identity of what it looks like for me, not my sister who has ran 15 marathons, but me. Paint this picture, coach.
Right. Or like, I want to stop seeing myself as a victim, but as a victor, or as a survivor, you know what I mean? Or an overcomer, you know what I mean? So that's where I saw it, like,
Correct.
Let's switch people out of victim mode. Yes.
Correct.
So, yeah. I love it.
All right. Shamika ready. She got her notes over there. Every time I was right, she was like, yep, I'm about to.
Let's get it.
Shift, right? I'm about to switch her pattern. All right. I'm about
write down. Write down.
You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to make this change and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have a behavior that you want to focus on?
Yes.
Okay. And then what's that?
So I think that the most recent thing is giving into my tiredness, the sleepiness, where I know I have a specific set of times that I'm supposed to do something, and I'll talk myself into just go ahead and laying down and going to sleep. And every time I do that, I nap longer than what I want to. And I genuinely want to get out of doing that. I actually did that today. And I was like, oh, I'll lay down for a couple hours. And while I had worked all night, I have stayed up, 24 hours more than that at a time to get work done. And there's a lot of work I need to get done. So I know that I want to just be able to go with it when I know I have to do something, and not give into, oh, I'm a little tired, let me go ahead and take a nap, and knowing that it's going to go from an hour to 4 hours. And it's 4 hours I could have been doing something. So I'm not sure exactly what to call that, but I just don't want to give into that fatigue, push through. I want to be able to push through it.
Okay. So how do you know when it's time to not give into your tiredness? And when you think of that, do you have a picture of it?
Yes.
Okay. Close your eyes, open them. And that picture, is it near or far?
The picture. It's near.
Okay. And does it give off a strong feeling?
Yeah, a little.
Okay. And
so what would happen if we would bring that closer to you? Would the feeling be stronger and more desirable?
This is the old state, right? Bringing it closer, like, kind of makes me cringe.
and then is the picture big or small?
It's pretty big.
Okay. And is it focused or changing?
It's focused.
Okay. So you can open your eyes. Now, do you have So you said your desired state is to get stuff done instead of feeling tired. Okay.
Yes.
So what kind of person do you want to be? How, and when you think of that, do you have a picture of who you want to be instead?
Yes.
Okay. Now close your eyes and step into your body, looking through your own eyes. Okay, so then how do so I think I did that backwards.
You did okay because you really didn't move her negative state one way or the other. You just asked her those questions. So go ahead
Okay.
now. Do what I kind of did with make it more vivid with the new state that she wants.
Okay. So now is that picture, how does that, okay, wait. So now this is the old picture, right? That we're talking about, or the new picture? Okay, now that you have a picture of, okay, so I'm gonna do that one over again. How would you like to feel and act instead? What kind of person do you want to be? And when you think of that, do you have a picture?
Yes.
Okay, now that you have a picture, is this picture close to you or far?
It's a little, it's not that far, but it's just a little off in the distance.
Okay, and how would this picture make you feel if it was closer to you?
More real.
For real. Okay. Now, good. Now step out of your picture so you see your body in this picture and open your eyes. Now bring back that old picture. Bring back that old picture. Now step into the picture so that you're fully associated, looking through your own eyes and make it fill the screen. Now take that picture of the new state and put it in the left-hand corner, small and dark. And when I say swish, I want you to bring up the old picture, or bring up the picture and make it explode big and bright on the screen, while the old picture rapidly shrinks to a distant point and disappears. So this can happen as quickly as 1, 2, 3, swish. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, swish. Good. Now open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Now open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, swish. Okay. Make sure you can. Now you can open your eyes. How do you feel about that old state or behavior, and how is it different for you now?
I feel like I actually had a hard time seeing that picture. So I just feel like it's not as significant. I think that it won't be that hard to commit to pushing through.
Okay. I'll go on in the future, which if it would have happened in the past, you would have taken a nap longer than you wanted to. And what happens instead?
I don't even go into my room when I know that I got work to do. Like I don't even go to where I see my bed and even entice myself to lay in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey,
Job.
do you guys see how quick that is?
Yeah. No, it was so quick. She didn't even have to do it 12 times because I thought to myself, like, wait a minute, I don't even see that picture anymore. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and you don't have to do it 12 times. It's step number
Mhm.
12 that you're repeating anywhere between 5 to 8 times.
Yeah. Okay.
And y'all crack me up. The practitioner does the 1, 2, 3 swish. The client doesn't. That's the
Oh,
practitioner. And really, so that you give your client the idea, like when you are doing step 4 and you're having them like, you're checking to make sure like, hey, so you have this picture of the new you. And is that picture, is it bright in color? And they're like, yes. Or they may say, no. Okay, so it's black and white and you really love the black and white, how crisp the blacks are and how clean the white is. And
Yeah.
do you need to make this dim, or is it really bright for you? Yes, bright. So make it as bright as it needs to be so that it's real to you and how you need to be as you step into the new you. And that size of that picture, no matter what it is, I want you to bring it up a bit. Bring it up so that it's just right what you need to step into this new version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's defocused, you may want to make it a little bit more focused.
Okay.
So again, this is the new you. This is what you are stepping into. This is how you are going to be, do, and have everything it is that you want. And so now move, and you see this as a movie on the screen. Do you need to make it still or keep it as that movie? And whatever that is, you turn that into that new state. And now that you have that, go ahead, open up your eyes. And now I want you to step into your body, looking at your own eyes, looking most positive. Good. Now I'm on step number 7. Good. Now step out of your body, step out of the picture so that you can see your body in the picture. And now
through all this, their eyes is open, right?
So after number 7, when you clean the slate, when you do step number 8, keep their eyes open at this point.
Okay. What do you do to clear the state? It says break state, clear the screen. Are we telling them clear the screen?
Yes, you can say clear the screen,
Gotcha.
break state, clear the screen.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because you don't want them to have the old one, you don't want them to have the new one.
Gotcha.
So you're clearing the screen. And so for number 9, have them have their eyes open so that they can see you bring up the old state.
Oh, okay.
Swish. And then after that, if they close their eyes, they're able to do that.
Got you. Got you. Okay, I think that makes more sense. So,
but again, you want them to do whatever makes them comfortable. So if they feel more comfortable keeping their eyes closed, even for step number 10, that's okay, because you're explaining to them that, okay, you now you take that new state and I want you to move it to the lower corner. So they're already, whether their eyes are open or whether their eyes are closed, they're able to follow your direction.
Got you. So with the old state, for example, if it is big and we want to be able to see a reaction with how that picture resonates with them. So we might kind of play around with it and say, how does how does that picture look to you? Does it look big? How does that feel? And they kind of, give us an idea if that should change. Then we
talking about the old state or the new state?
The old state.
The old state, that was just, Shamika got a little bit confused, and I thought she was actually on step number 4 when she was still on step number 2. So no.
Okay.
The new state, we getting rid of it, and how it looking where it is, it's not important. We just, the main point in this, we just want them to like a slingshot. And in some places that I teach this, we use the slingshot method, where you want them to bring that picture in, that new state in, to focus up on the screen, and that old state just disappears. It dissipates, it goes to a distance, it goes wherever, because that's that new state. And that's why we then clear the screen again, to have them reset the new one. And over time, just like you said, your old state it's going to be hard to pull it up, because you want to stay on that. You're going to be, because you're so towards motivated to that new state.
Yeah.
So that is it, ladies.
That's good.
I like this one.
Yeah.
In and out. So I can take any questions. If not, y'all can hit the end button and we go ahead and get on with our evening.
No, I think this was good. I don't have any questions. If I do, I'll just, I'll bring them up in a group. A lot of times my questions come up later after the fact. But right now I think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right, ladies.
All right.
Until next time. Bye.
Until next time. Have a good night. Bye.